Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Commonsense Africa Podcast. I am your host, Ugo Nwaokoro, and thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to do something different, because we're just following the trend about what is happening in the election in Nigeria. And we found out that our people are ill prepared for election, any election for that matter. So, we're going to do what we call civic education series. So we're going to start today with episode number one to try to get our people to understand what it means to be first to be a citizen, and then when you're a citizen, what does that mean? What does it mean to be a voter? What does it mean to have an election? What does it mean to uh, be a senator, governor? What are they supposed to be doing? So we are going to get into some type of civic education so that we can see how our people can do these things better. Because we see that Nigerians, though they vote, but they vote out of ignorance. Where people would give up their votes for mere 500 naira or 1,000 naira or whatever it is, and then you go hungry for the next 4 years. It is sad. So we are going to talk about that. First, what does it mean to be a citizen? A citizen makes you a stakeholder, and no citizen of a country is bigger than the other citizen. Every citizen has equal rights as long as they abide by the laws of the land. And then, as a citizen, there are you get qualified for certain things as a citizen. As an infant, as a young adult, as somebody, a minor, because you're a citizen, you are protected, you know, uh, by the laws of the land. You are guided, you are provided for, you are protected against abuse of any kind, and so is every other human being, every other citizen of that land. And including residents too. You don't have to be citizen to enjoy such rights. And then, as you grow up, then you become an adult. So, as an adult, a law-abiding citizen, there are qualifications. There are now things that that the law specifies. You have to qualify to become a voter. Then a voter is those that decide who represents us. Because in a country of over 200 million, everybody cannot at the same time say, go make decisions that governs all of us. So that's actually the essence of having election, the essence of selecting officers that will represent us where decisions are made. So now the constitution of the land qualifies those that can vote, those that can select those that will go and represent us. So that's where the voters come. So those you are now giving up your right as a citizen to certain individuals to go where decisions are made to represent your interest, the interest of your community, the interest of your town, the interest of your local government, the interest of your state, and the interest of the nation at large. In the case of the president, you see, so they are supposed to be servants. They are supposed to. You, the voter, you're supposed to be their boss because you are giving them power. They've come to you say, oh, vote for me. I can serve you better. Vote for me. I'll make sure that your interest is protected. So you now go and you elect such an individual to represent you. So he's supposed to be your servant, not the other way around. So now, as a servant, you are supposed to also hold him or her accountable for his action. So when you send somebody to vote somebody in to represent you, if he or she is not representing your best interest, if you check that he's not doing what he's supposed to do, the law also gives you rights how you can curb that abuse of power, that abuse of responsibility. So the law gives you rights on what you can do. One of them is election. You see, the election. So you elected somebody. Now the individual If he's not doing what he's supposed to do, you can wait for another 4 years or whatever when election comes and he's going to come and run for re-election. So you can deny him that opportunity by voting against that individual. But even before he gets to the point of finishing that term, there's something that the law also allows, which is recall. You can recall the individual, if we can, if he's not doing what he's supposed to do. So I think in the case of Nigeria, we a lot of us are very ignorant of what the law says, and not even just the law or what your rights are as a citizen. So you stop being afraid of those you elected to serve you. They are your servants. If the governor is not serving you, raise your voice, shout, let gather, protest, show sign that you're not satisfied with what he or she is doing. If the senator is not doing the same thing, likewise, you can, protest, you can condemn that, you can call them to action. So I think why there's so much, abuse and going on in Nigeria is because our people are not holding those that are elected to serve responsible. You're not holding them accountable to what they said they're supposed to do. If you voted somebody in and he is flaunting power to a certain point that he no longer cares about you even voting for him, and then he turns around and opens up the border and brings individuals that are non-citizens, from Niger, Chad, wherever they bring them, either to come and help them win election or to even vote like they are, as if they were citizens of Nigeria. You, as a bona fide citizen, as a stakeholder of Nigeria, you should condemn that, because that is an abuse of citizenship. That is an abuse of your nationhood. That is an abuse of the sovereignty of your country. So you have to condemn that. You have to speak up. Nigerians speak up in this day and age of social media. I am speaking up, so you can stay in your house and condemn what these people are doing. You don't have to confront them. You don't have to uh, attack uh, law enforcement or whatever. No, you don't. You do not have to do that. You know. So what you have to do is to raise your voice and condemn what it is that they are doing, or what they are doing wrong, or actions that they are taking that do not serve our people. So you're gonna have to, speak up against their actions, speak up against whatever they are doing. Do not allow them to bring people from outside Nigeria to come and corrupt the system. That is corrupting the system, and it affects you. You see, the danger of letting the wrong people continue to be in power is that they mess up everything for you. When it's a mess, it becomes a general issue. But when they are there enjoying and stealing from you and all that, they are the ones living large and you're suffering. So you're going to have to use your vote wisely. Stop taking money from these corrupt individuals, from these corrupt politicians, who come every 4 years to take money, to give you money for your vote. If you sell your vote, you do not have the moral right to question an individual. You do not have the moral right to even want to recall the person, to even want to throw the constitution at the individual. You do not have that right. As citizens of Nigeria, I've been expecting people to start condemning the APC, attitude of attracting only individuals, the elite, to run for office, or the very corrupt, as we some of us would say, you know, it doesn't make sense to raise the price of declaration forms so high that the common man, as a citizen, you are supposed to have access to that. You access to the opportunity, or to the opportunity to serve. But if they place the price or the of purchasing just ordinary tickets, ordinary form to declare for presidency of Nigeria at 100 million naira, folks, and the exchange rate of $550 to naira, to 1 naira, we're talking about over 181,000 US dollars just to buy an ordinary form. So as citizens, we need to condemn stuff like that because that is fencing the ordinary citizen out, fencing the ordinary person that actually means well for Nigeria, that can serve, instead of recycling these people that go there knowing that they are the ones that make these laws, they are the ones that decide all these things. They go there, all they do, corrupt the system, loot the treasury, and they know, hey, all it takes is we come back and we give them some money, and they would vote for us. Once you give them money, please, folks, this is not a time for stomach infrastructure. They will never give you enough money that will last for you for the next 4 years. They will only give you peanuts, chicken change that will not even last you a week. Is that what your votes are for or worth? Is that the worth of your vote? 1,000 naira, 500 naira, whatever it is. So the problem is not those that we elect to serve us. The problem now is those that allow those to be in power. Because that's the problem we're having in Nigeria. So individuals that every 4 years you defend these corrupt politicians, you still vote for them, knowing how abusive they've been to the citizens that elected them. So, folks, I am telling you, exercise your right as citizens. Be wise about your votes. Choose your candidates. Don't let money decide who goes there. Nigerians, we know the individuals that are sincere. We know the individuals that are honest. We know the individuals that can rescue Nigeria from the mess that Nigeria is in now. Those are the people that we should be given opportunity to serve, not all these people. As a matter of fact, and I've said it repeatedly, and I'm saying it here again, any of those people that purchased the declaration form with 100 million naira is a suspect. And Nigerians, you should stay away from those people. They don't mean well. They do not mean well. Where did they get that money to buy ordinary paper for 100 million? So those people, I do not care who you are. If you can, you are reckless in the first place. Because why would you spend 100 million? You people, the candidates, should have risen up and condemned that. There's no reason for such. But it's because you people take Nigerians for granted. Nigerians you are taken for granted. That is why they will do stuff like that. That is why they will fence out your good candidates. That is why they go there, 100 million, they will recover their money because what they are going there to do is to loot. They will recover their money. I mean, they are not stupid. So why are we allowing that? Nigerians, you should. As a matter of fact, the APC ticket, you should actually stay far, far away from all of them. All of them. Because it looks like a gang of folks that don't mean well for Nigeria. So if they themselves cannot condemn, the selling of ordinary forms for that high amount of money, then they are not worth your vote. And I'm not favoring any party, political party now, but it's just that the outrageous or the outrageousness of APC is not. It's just we just gotta call it what it is. So Nigerians, again, your vote is what will decide this whole thing. Do not sell your vote. Yes, they will come and throw money at you, but if they do, Take the money. It is your money in the first place that is stole. You must begin to act as stakeholders. You are stakeholders. No government official, no governor, no senator, no House of Representative member or local government chairman, not even the president has a higher stakehold than yourself as a citizen. Every citizen has the same stakehold. We all vote one. So we must do our part, folks, to elect those that to serve us. Your vote is your power. Your vote is your future. Your vote is what makes things happen. If you don't utilize your vote well, you're going to continue to get the same thing. I mean, it's stupid. It is madness to continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. How can you expect a different result when a man gets up in the morning and decides to go use 100 million naira to go buy a farm so that he can declare? He hasn't talked about other expenses that are even larger or bigger than than just ordinary form. Is sinful. It's outrageous to think about amongst all the people that are even paying this ridiculous amount of money to purchase from. There are pastors, there are clerics. What has Nigeria turned into? Citizens of Nigeria, you cannot sit back and let this thing continue to happen this way. We must rise, we must condemn it, every one of us must condemn it. So, folks, we're going to keep as things, evolve. We're going to continue to talk about these issues. We're going to continue to do it. These are little parts. These are our part to see how we can transform and change Nigeria and the wider Africa. So as things continue to happen, when we see need to come and talk about all these things, we are going to come and talk about it. But Nigerians know that you, the masses, you are the bosses, not the elected officials. You got to begin to hold their butts on fire by holding them accountable for their offices, holding them accountable for how they spend your money. It is your money. If you do not hold them accountable, they will continue to do what they are doing. And this is exactly the same reason why they are doing it. Why they will turn around to use the people's police to come after the people or the people's army. Because the people do not know the strength of their power, the strength of their votes. Until you begin to vote the right way, for God's sake, you must not vote an individual because he gives you money. That's not enough. You got to look at how would him being in office, how would he being in office help you? What impact is he going to have in your life? What impact is he going to have in your children's life? What impact is he going to have in the roads that you plan, you travel on every day? What impact is it going to have on security? This is a very serious time, folks, and we must vote wisely. Thank you so very much. May God bless all of us, and may He also show us the way, provide for us an individual that will unite Nigeria, that will organize, help to restructure Nigeria so that we can be on the path of progress, on the path of unity, on the path of success. Nigerians, we can do this. I honestly believe that we can do this, but we must rise up, we must do the right thing, we must do the needful, and that is by electing those individuals. Forget about all these people. They tell you anything in this world. They will even sell their mothers just to get in office. So those are not the people that we need. You have to do your homework. You have to know that your vote is your vote. Your vote is your vote. Don't think because, oh, this person, oh, he has done this. That's not what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to do something for public good because everybody enjoys it, not the 1,000 naira, 500 naira, whatever amount of money that he gives you. And he comes back every 4 years. On that note, again, I say thank you very much. God bless you, and bless Nigeria. Thank you.